Hey, what's going on, everybody? Strider's back with a second daily high ELO casting. And this will be a very interesting game. There's a lot of extremely high ELO players right now in this game. And it looks like we have a lot of very interesting champions as well on top of that. So we have Shaco, which is always really exciting to see. We also have Gragas-esque, of course, because why not drink like a sir if you're going to drink. Headhunter E, I really like this skin. I think it's freaking awesome. He has a crazy jagged sword. I really like it. I think it's super cool. But as far as team comps go, let's kind of take a look here and see what we can find out. There's a Blitzcrank, Oriana, Zhao, Shaco, and Corki. The only real downside of having a Shaco is that if the other team runs really fast, Shaco's really hard to get in there and do a ton of damage. And the fact that Gragas has a nice disengage with his explosive cask, Cho'Gath can do his silence, which is going to prevent him from deceiving over the wall, doing what he does best. And Graves doing a lot of front-loaded damage. Yi not being able to be slowed and just kind of follow him around. I think it's going to be a relatively bad game for Shaco, and that's what I'm worried about mostly on the blue team. Shaco can be extremely powerful at times. It just kind of depends on the other team's team comps. So it'll be interesting. Blitzcrank is just a wonderful champion all over the map. He can initiate so many fights that the other team does not want if he lands one of those grabs. His silence is also extremely powerful. It doesn't sound like it. Then again, the other team doesn't really have too many spammable abilities, so that silence isn't going to do too much. They don't have any channels either, except for Yi's meditate. So it'd be really good against Yi to get him out of that meditate. Well, it's not the worst, of course. Zhao, one of the recent champions that has been remade, is very interesting. I want to see how well he can do at a high ELO game. It's super rare to find him, super rare to see him, but it is possible, of course, for him to be extremely good. Cho'Gath has also been remade a little bit to make him a little bit more reliable. His vorpal spikes get bigger as he grows, and so that'll also be interesting to see. Oriana versus Gragas, I'm not sure how this match is gonna go out. Both of them farm very easily, very hard. Swain's actually support, which I didn't really expect. Oh, a great grab coming out from Blitzcrank and a lot of damage going on. And the Ignite with some auto attacks going on. Graves is going to be able to hit that. Unfortunately, the snare, the never move from Swain does not land because Corki just flashed right over it. Wonderful job being able to pick that up and almost power fisted, but was not quite in the room. And now Blitzcrank is laughing, of course, because that's what he does. He's canceling his attack animations. So erwinbooze doing just a hilarious job at Blitzcrank right now. I'm interested to see if that continues. Looks like they're all having fun, but now we have Shaco and Master Yi both top lane going in for the ganks. Shaco's coming in, and Zhao goes in right away. Shaco does not expect it, and so now it's just a duel between Master Yi and Shaco. Shaco procs the fear, and now is going to go in, try to get the kill, but he's going to go down. Both double buffs on both teams are down, and I don't think that exchange was very good for the blue team. Oh, and a great job. The never move coming out might be able to get this Graves once more. Yes, but the Ignite might take him down, especially with the auto attacks from Swain, and the Power Fist does not quite come out. I think that would have killed him. Yes, the Power Fist. Boom. Just absolutely destroying the Swain. Does use the flash to pick it up, but man, Swain just got Power Fisted. How does it feel? That's why he needs the cane. Oh, it all makes sense now. Everything's so much clearer. Just so far, a lot of action going in this game. Oriana doing a lot of harass to Gragas. Gragas throwing it as much as he can back. Oriana's a little bit more spammy than Gragas. And I think that Oriana has a little bit more team fight potential. They're almost like opposites in a way. They both have that nice little damage. They both have a slow. They both have a really long range ability that's just can kind of sit there as long as they want until they use the damage. This will be interesting to see in the long run what exactly happens with that particular lane, or in the end, because Oriana has her ultimate, which combines everybody into little groups. So that command Shockwave is going to take everybody in a little area and condense them into one tiny little area. Gragas' ultimate, on the other hand, actually spreads everybody out. So they're going to primarily be focused on picking off people, separating the team, just kind of picking them off one at a time, which is really good for a Yi, because if Yi can go 1v1 against people once he gets fed, or if he gets fed, it's going to be incredibly dangerous. He's so scary if he gets fed. So that's what I'm going to be primarily worried about, and that right there is a great comp. Gragas being able to do that type of separation, letting Yi fight 1v1 for at least a little bit, getting him just that little extra bit. Then again, Zhao is going to be able to do quite a lot of work against, and oh, Zhao's missing so much CS top lane. That is not good for him. Just barely missed it, and now does start. Oh, a lot of damage going out in bottom lane. It looks like Corki's, that bird laser is just doing so much damage, and now they're kind of gonna have to fall back, even though they have the advantage right now in this lane. They're probably gonna have to fall back. Corki has 2 kills. Graves, on the other hand, does have 1. He is Ignite and Flash are both down, and Corki has his Ignite and almost his Flash back up. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't think Corki should be staying here. They do have quite a bit of CC with the Power Fist, and a great job getting that level 6, getting that command protect on herself as much as possible, but very unfortunate, it was still on cooldown, and he's able to pick up that kill with no problems. And now Gragas just farms the lane as much as possible. Oh my gosh, no, I missed a kill. Alright, so a lot of action going down. Looks like Corki's going to be going in. A great grab coming out from Blitzcrank, and does not pick up the kill. Gets never moved, and now the Ignite coming down from Corki, but yes, it does pick up the Graves just barely, and now Blitzcrank might be going in for another grab. One last final grab. Is on a 4-second cooldown still. Not going to be able to pick that up quite yet. So we're going to see if we can get back to live here as soon as possible. And I love this bug. E's coming down. This is going to be incredibly dangerous. They do see E coming down. This Alpha Strike is going to absolutely demolish both of them. He uses Highlander. The flash coming out from Corki is going to do a lot of damage. And now, yes. Oh, and another one coming out right away. But yes, it looks like he will go down without picking up that last kill on Blitzcrank. And Blitzcrank again is just going to laugh it up. And jump back 15 seconds to try to get that kill up top here. Man, there's been a lot of action in this game already. It's only been 7 minutes and 10 kills. So really just a wonderful job. Wow. Okay, so a lot of damage going down. Oh, and the ultimate used by Zhao, getting him stuck at the tower, taking a lot of tower shots. Zhao is going to go in there with the charge and flashes over. Oh my gosh, a wonderful job by Zhao. Flashing over the rupture at the perfect time. Just barely able to get that. Swain does now have to go back. He's also very low. Let me see if I can get back to life here. He's laughing in spawn as he's healing. A lot of damage going out in mid. Kind of just throwing out as much as he can. And now, doesn't look like Yi can pick up the dragon solo. Very unfortunate. Or not Yi, sorry. Shaco cannot pick up the dragon solo quite yet. He's almost there, but not quite there. So let's see what we got going on now. And again. Shaco is on his way towards red buff, which is a really good idea for him. He does really like that red buff. Red buff is so important for Shaco, and the blue buff on top of that, and a lot of damage going down onto. That was really close. Unfortunately for Zhao, he did not have his ult. Well, actually, he used his ultimate, but it didn't quite kill him. Rupture going down, and now Yi with the red buff being able to do an insane amount of damage. Zhao tries to turn around and pop him up, but he knew he wasn't getting out of that, so he just put on as much damage as he could. Wonderful job by the Yi being able to just roam around, get as many kills as he can. If he gets fed, this game is going to go really scary. Oh, and a great grab, but no Power Fist coming out. Looks like it just ran out of energy on that one. And now Shaco's going up against one-on-one versus the Cho'Gath, but that rupture is just too strong. Pops him up and then slows him down afterwards. Very unfortunate, but Shaco's just going to continue to farm this lane, not having a problem. And a lot of damage going on Swain. Swain bottom does go down. Blitzcrank also goes down. And now the auto attacks from Corki with the Ignite is going to pick up the kill on the Graves. Feeding a double kill to Corki. Not going to be good times for this bottom lane on the red team. Blue team is currently up by 2k gold, but Corki's going to get hunted down by Yi and a Gragas. Gragas has that body slam is very spammable, but he is going to back off in the long run. Now Shaco, I don't know what he's doing. What is he planning? So he deceived through the mid lane, so they don't know where he's at still, and they have no wards here either. He might actually go for this dragon all by himself. He's going to wait for his ultimate to be back up. It's going to be 25 seconds though. Yes, he's going to deceive over the wall. You did see the Yi come just to check up on Shaco. So Yi is doing a great job being on point, knowing exactly what Shaco has the ability to do, especially with the Wriggles Lantern. All he needs is the Wriggles in level 6, and he can take out Dragon by himself, no problems. It's a great job by Yi being able to recognize that, and a great job by Zhao. He's going to do as much damage as he can, but doesn't quite get it off entirely. And now Blitzcrank is all by himself, gets the Power Fist on, does the silence on both members of the red team, and now Gragas just cleaning up, is able to absolutely destroy the Oriana, and a great explosive casket coming out from Gragas again, doing a lot of work, getting that double kill. Shaco does pick up a kill in the meantime, but I'm not exactly sure where that was. Yes, he is at bottom. He looks like he just picked up Dragon, not a kill. I apologize for that. So wonderful job by Shaco being able to solo that Dragon. Like I said, once the red team was occupied in mid, he had free roam on that. Let me see if I can get back to life really quickly. And it looks like Zhao again doing as much harass as he can onto that Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath is being pushed back a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. And Gragas is now up top. He might go for initiation, although his ultimate is still down. He's not going to be able to do too much. Cho'Gath does have his feast, which does quite a bit of damage, especially on low health targets. It's just absolutely ridiculous, but it looks like Gragas is just kind of there, hanging out. Zhao doesn't know if he left or not yet. He doesn't have a ward in the bush, but he did have a ward in trouble, and I think he is going to go for now. And the bird laser slowing him down so much, and a great grab coming out from... Oh my gosh, those rocket grabs are doing so good for that. Oh, and the... Oh my gosh, the buckshot with the collateral damage from Graves, almost taking out Corki. Very luckily, Corki's able to get out of there, but they do see that Yi's coming in. He throws a ward over the wall, and now he's going to go in for the kill. No, he's actually just going to go after the golems. He knew that they knew that he knew that they knew, so he did need to back off. Very unfortunate for him, but again, he was able to just completely... so he knows that there's a ward there now as well. The ward from red team does go down, and he goes for a blind grab on the Yi to see if he's behind the wall, but he was not, so that's unfortunate. I think that would have been a little bit risky on his chance, but yes, he is going to pop his Highlander and just run out of there as fast as possible. With against two champions with slows, you're not really going to be able to catch up with them, and his movement speed from Highlander is so significant, especially once he has a Zeal and level 2 boots. It's very difficult to catch up to him. It's not going to be very possible. Oh, and a great ultimate explosive cast coming out from Gragas, and Gragas does get disengaged on from Oriana, and her ultimate, she does use her shield just in the nick of time. Oh my gosh, wonderful job by Gragas, being able to almost pick up that kill, but almost did not pull it off, and that's what sucks about it. Just overall, wonderful play by Gragas. Is just too bad that he was not able to get off his ignite in time. Definitely, if he would have ignited, she would have died, and that would have been a free kill. And, oh man, a lot of damage going off on a Zhao from the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath does use his feast, trying to get those feast stacks as much as possible. Does force Zhao to go back, and now Gragas is farming those wraiths of Shaco's, and they basically let him get away with it for free, which is kind of disappointing at the same time. Shaco's right there. They did have a ward. They knew he was there. They were pinging it, but it just didn't quite happen. So now just going on again, still having this bug. I really wish they'd fix it. A lot of damage going off onto the Gragas mid lane, and Oriana is just doing as much damage as she can. Does throw down the Ignite, and the auto attack is able to pick up the kill. Great job by Oriana, being able to pick up that kill with no consequences whatsoever. And a grab coming out onto Swain once again, and the silence. He's going to pop his ultimate to try to sustain through as much as possible, is unable to do it. And now Cho'Gath is running as fast as possible, gets exhausted. It looks like, yes, Blitzcrank is going to flash through that wall. Wonderful teleport attempt at gank from the Cho'Gath. The Rupture going down is going to grab the Cho'Gath. Doesn't have the power fist because he was silenced. And now the collateral damage coming out on Corki, absolutely exploding his face up. The Rupture again going down. And I don't know, yeah, this is going to look like it's going to be all over for this poor Blitzcrank. Great job. And it looks like they're just going to go ahead and take bottom tower. Even though Yi was taking it for a little bit, they do have, yeah, they do have a ton of minions, and that's just going to happen. It's going to go down so quickly. Master Yi doing just a great job again by pressuring every single lane. He's so fast, he's able to move around the map so quickly. It's terrifying. He can't be slowed, so anytime you even attempt to slow him, it's just not gonna work.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Red team's turret actually goes down there. Their top tower goes down from Zhao. He noticed that the teleport came out, and he was like, okay, I need to push this lane right now because they're gonna take bottom lane. He knew it was gonna happen. It looks like there might be a little bit of a gank bottom lane, and yes, Gragas does throw down his ultimate, and it looks like he might get a hook. Yes, a hook coming down, and a lot of damage going out. Zhao all by himself, or sorry, he's all by himself, takes a lot of damage, but oh my gosh, the ultimate's down. Every member of the blue team is now going on to Graves, being able to pick up that kill without too much problems, and Gragas gets popped up twice, is able to flash over the wall, and now with the follow from, oh my gosh, and a lot of damage coming down from Corki, from the big one, and the two ship poison, sorry, coming out. Oh my gosh, and now Zhao is initiating onto Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath is able to flash away from the rocket grab. Wonderful job by the blue team, and now they're pinging off Baron. Wow. Okay, so they're pinging Baron. I don't think they're going to be able to take this. I really don't. They do have a lot of auto attackers though, and they're going to be able to. They're going for it. They don't really care. Oriana's going to be able to throw on that shield as much as possible. They're going to be able to trade hits. And yes, it looks like Cho'Gath is going to stop this. Almost lands a Rupture. Very, very close. Cho'Gath can feast on the Oriana without any problems. Actually feasts Zhao right away. And now, oh my gosh, so execution from the Baron onto Shaco. Now the collateral damage picking up that Oriana. Great job by the red team being able to take that off and not allowing the Baron to restart. A wonderful job. Red team is turning this around immensely. Going to be able to take out this Baron without too many problems. And the exhaust going down onto Swain. I don't know if that was the best idea for the exhaust. And now he's all by himself, and Corki's going down. Yes, the explosive cast just picks him up almost instantly. Corki's able to kill the Swain in the meantime, but not able to take out the other high priority targets that he has. And oh man, the red team was able to turn that around so easily. I think blue team just got a little bit too overzealous on that. It was just a little bit too cocky. But you know, when you're doing that well, you have such a tremendous lead, you can't help but at least try. And that's something you can commend them for. But red team just, they did not give up. They're like, hey, they're going for Baron. They have a lot of auto attackers. A lot of us were dead. So they're like, hey, Cho'Gath, you're tanky. You have a lot of health. Try to stall as long as possible, and that's what he did. Instead of the entire blue team just focusing down on the Baron and taking it and then killing Cho'Gath, Cho'Gath just went in and did whatever. So now Shaco's all by himself in that dragon pit. He's gonna keep trying to go for dragon. He's gonna have to deceive. Oh, he pretends to deceive over the wall, but instead he stays in there. Is able to get the Baron with the smite. Wonderful job, and a great grab coming from Blitzcrank and the Oriana ult. It gets silenced, unable to run away. Wonderful job by the blue team, being able to just completely turn that around. The fake deceive over the wall into the smite steal, just absolutely perfect. You don't see that frequently. And a pink ward going down from That was an interesting placement for a pink ward. I don't know if I agree with that. And oh my gosh, Yi getting blown up instantly. Don't know if that was a good idea, but you know what? What did he gotta do? What you gotta do? Swain going down almost instantly. He does not have anything that he can do. He's a support champion, so I think we guess that he's not nearly as tanky as he thought. Now Graves got a double kill on the blue team, but the ace coming out onto Zhao. Wonderful job by the blue team. They're just doing absolutely phenomenal, and they're going to start tanking the tower because they didn't let creeps there. So it doesn't look like Oriana is very interested in taking down the tower, but Zhao might be able to take down by himself. Not quite. And the ultimate now coming out from the Gragas, and I think it was very important. Does take a little bit of damage. One more. Yes, he does have to flash. And now one barrel is going to be able to take him out, but it doesn't quite get there. And he does dash on. Yes. Oh, man, the body slam picking up the kill, and Oriana just leaving him for dead. I don't think that was a good move by Oriana. I think they should have just focused on that tower real quick. It's at 1 hit left. Look at that, 14 HP. Gragas doing a wonderful job being able to turn that around. Of course, he did it like a sir. And, oh man, that's just a wonderful play by Gragas. I'm very surprised he was able to do that. Blitzcrank just laughing at him. I don't exactly know why he's laughing, but you know, whatever's funny is funny. I guess he's pushing crazy hard right now at top. He's going to be able to take this tower with 0 problems whatsoever.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And he rushing that Phantom Dance, so a lot of damage going on. The Corki actually goes down. Let me see if I can spot what happened there. And Corki, wow, he's going against this Graves all by himself. He thinks he's all by himself. A lot of damage going on to Corki. Corki takes a lot of damage though. Misses 2 rockets, and that's what killed him. If you hit either one of those rockets, he would have died and possibly been able to get out of there. Very unfortunate for him, he wasn't able to do that. And now, oh my gosh, Oriana misses her ultimate onto the Yi, and he is just so fast, it's not going to really make much to it. Oh my gosh, the never move just barely missing. Oh yes, and the rupture also just barely missing. So Shaco's so incredibly fast. The explosive cast going off, but again, that Hex Drinker is going to be able to avoid it. It looks like, wow, he stopped for a second, almost started to recall, and just baited them into Zhao, trying to make them back off. And great job by Zhao being able to pick that up with the red buff. And a never move coming out from, oh yeah, no, Shaco's going in, he's gonna get omnommed. Yes, Cho'Gath takes him down almost instantly. And now the clone from Shaco's gonna go down, possibly pick up some creep kills. Yes, just does a little bit of damage, doesn't quite get creep kills. Now a lot of damage going off. Oh man, I don't know what's going on anymore. So right now, Blitzcrank gets a power fist onto him and then gets the grab, and no more action going down. It looks like, yes, another power fist going down, and Oriana just goes down almost instantly from the Graves, and it looks like they're going to just be chasing down this Blitzcrank at this point. I don't know if that's really going to happen. He does have a ward here, and he's just going to keep running away. Yi does not know where he's going, and neither does the Graves. Graves is checking every bush that he can. He knows that he just got away, and again, he's laughing like a robot. So wonderful job by the red team being able to pick that up, but the red team's turret does go down. The collateral damage missing onto the Blitzcrank. Very unfortunate. That possibly would have been the difference between a kill and a death, and Ken Yi's just pushing as hard as he can, but Shaco's going to counter push as hard as he can. It's very interesting to see how that's going to come out, and wow, Oriana's getting absolutely demolished, and again, missing the ultimate, and a lot of damage going down. The explosive cash is blowing up that Oriana with not having any issues. Corki picking up another kill. Corki's 14th kill, has the Infinity Edge and a Trinity Force already. That is not gonna be good. Feeding an 80 carry, 14 kills in 23 minutes. That is so scary. Corki's gonna be doing so much damage. Tried to check see if the race were there, but not. And he has just making Cho'Gath use as much mana as he can, but he's not really going to worry about that much mana. He has a Frozen Heart and a Rod of Ages, so he's not going to have too many issues with that. He has a lot of armor. They need to have that armor, as well as the attack speed reduction in order to survive a lot of this Corki's onslaught right now. And as you can tell, Corki has 10,000 gold already at the 24-minute mark. That's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, and I don't know what he's going to go back and buy next, but he's ahead by about, oh, actually, he's at 9,300, so he's only ahead by about 1,000. I thought he'd be a lot higher than that, to be honest, but man, Corki's just doing so much work. Blitzcrank is going to be cleaning up those wards with the oracles that he has. They do spot out Yi, and I don't know if Blitzcrank is going to run in here and possibly do a blind grab. Yeah, he throws down the ward just to see if he can get a grab on both sides, and that's going to be wonderful. The Baron is now up. They had the timer perfectly, and now, oh my gosh, and getting caught out of position is the Graves, but he's able to get away with quick draw, and the grab coming back on the Graves. Oh my gosh, the power of Blitzcrank. That's all you need. Anybody that has a getaway can be easily cap closed by that rocket grab. Absolutely ridiculous. Now with Graves down, oh my gosh, he grabbed the Yi too. Ridiculous. Alpha Strike coming out of the Yi, and explosive cast actually taking a lot of damage. And oh my gosh, and now the ultimate coming onto Xincha, actually knocking down the, knocking away the Gragas, but he is able to flash and pick up the kill, kind of redeem himself as much as possible, and that was a 5 for 4. And I don't know if they're going to go for this Baron. They're so low, so low, and Corki is just going to be able to do as much damage as possible. They all have lifesteal though, so it's going to be possible for them to be able to do this relatively quickly, especially with Shaco in there, and Corki with 16 kills now. Oh my gosh. It almost says 12k gold. I'm scared for them. He has an Executioner's Calling to help prevent the healing coming out from Swain, I guess? Swain or Yi, I suppose, from Meditates, but I don't know if Executioner's Calling is the best item here, but he does have a more crit chance. That lifesteal is definitely going to help Corki, that's for sure. That crit chance with the Infinity Edge. So if you take a look, let's see, his crit chance is at 63%. And if he crits with one of those Trinity Force procs, oh my gosh, it's so much damage. And one tiny poke, one tiny little missile is just going to be like, damn. So he's critting for 826 damage already, and that's the damage you do at about 35-45 minutes. Absolutely insane. But Gragas still, he has died quite a bit, but man, he's doing a lot of damage himself. He has so much AP, especially with that Abyssal Scepter. He does need to, yes, it looks like he is going, he's going for the Death Cap actually. I thought he was going to be going for an Hourglass, because that might have been useful against this Corki since he's so fed. And the fact that they have a Shaco and a Zhao, that's a lot of attack damage that the blue team has on their team. So the red team really, really needs some armor. And I think Cho'Gath is one of the only ones that's building appropriately. Graves also has 130 armor right now, so he's not doing too bad himself. And yeah, it looks like everybody's picking up some armor except for the Gragas. Even the support players joining in on the phone, getting a Glacial Shroud. Not sure if he's going to turn that into a Frozen Heart or not. And yeah, don't exactly know what to do. Oh my gosh, a lot of speed coming out with the Power Fist, and now he's going to get the grab, but the Flash comes out beforehand. Flash now coming out from Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is just running all around the place, dodges the body slam, and is going to take a little bit of damage, but Corki is just going to melt down that turret. In the meantime, having absolutely no problems with that inner tower, and while the whole time he is side pushing himself, they do see that, and Gragas is zoning with his barrels as much as possible. Not going to be able to do too much. He's going to be able to clear out quite a few minions, and so is Swain. And again, that speed buff from Oriana is just doing so much work. The Blitzcrank isn't going to be able to get a grab, but gets actually a grab, but pulls him out of the ultimate, and now takes a ridiculous amount of damage. And yes, oh no, the Guardian Angels now popped up onto Shaco. Shaco might be able to get out. Oh my gosh, the explosive catch is barely missing, and Gragas gets pulled and silenced. The 2 Shiv Poison is going to be able to pick him up, and they are really trying to pick this back up. So great job by the red team being able to counter initiate, and again, this Yi is just trying to push as much as possible in the meantime. He's a monster at side pushing, taking out those towers, and Graves gets slowed. He's not going to be able to catch up to Oriana. Oh my gosh, the quick draw is going to do quite a bit. And I missed some action going in, but I'm going to go by. Even though it's crazy chase, I really want to see the Zhao, and a great dash to one of those minions. And I don't know, the teleport is now coming out, and that's why, wow, Zhao absolutely melted that Yi. And now the rupture coming out from Cho'Gath, gonna be able to pop him slow him so he can't catch up. And Graves is now coming in, trying to take on the Shaco 1v1, and Shaco's able to get it, but it's probably because of the double buffs and a little bit of extra damage coming out from Oriana and the bait with the low health coming out from Blitzcrank. Wonderful job. I don't think Graves should have been out there all by himself, but he really needs to try to catch up to this Corki. He's staying with him in farm, but just not quite there in gold. Still 3k gold behind, and so is the Zhao is doing a lot of damage, and the Oriana now has just as much damage as everybody else. And the clone from Shaco, they are not really caring too much about it. They see it's pretty low, and Shaco's clone's about to run out. And the flash with the charge coming out from Zhao. He's doing as much damage as he can, but that bird laser is going to slow him down significantly. Gets the pop-up, dashes to Gragas, and gets out safe and sound. Doesn't even take damage from the barrel. Wonderful job by the Zhao. He is clearly one of the most skilled Zhao players I have ever seen personally. And oh yes, the slow is not going to affect Yi at all. It does flash over the power, or sorry, I don't know why I always want to say power fist. The grab coming out, the rocket grab coming out from Blitzcrank does not actually hit him, but it was a valiant effort, and it's an A for effort. But all you can say whenever Blitzcrank misses a grab is, this fucking Blitzcrank. Everybody's all too familiar with that nickname. And Cho'Gath has 6 V-stacks. He's a giant monster of doom right now. He's 106 AP, not a whole lot, but not a little at all, that's for sure. 284 armor. Oh my gosh. I don't know. That's going to be one of the hardest people to kill right now. Obviously, with the amount of health, 2,200 health. His size is ridiculous, so people can just hide underneath him and they won't be able to target him. And now, oh my gosh, Shaco's going all in onto the Swain. The Swain pops his ultimate, tries to get away as much as possible. And he's able to get away just fine, but he does have half health now, and that's going to be very scary for him. And Corki's just going to be clearing out waves, same with Oriana. They have so much wave clearing potential. It's really scary. And Zhao now trying to get this tower. Unable to do so. He does dash to minion to get away from anything. Oh, and a great grab with Power Fist coming out onto the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath goes down almost instantly. And he did the animation for the feast, but didn't quite go down. And with the smoke bomb now coming out. Oh, yes. And now the Swain goes down almost instantly. And Blitzcrank is just going all in. All in. He just does not care. This Blitzcrank is so ballsy. So good, though. Can you believe it? I have not seen a Blitzcrank quite this ballsy. Look at him. Oh, and he dodges the explosive cast and then silences Gragas. Wow, absolutely amazing job by Blitz. I mean, again, he just laughs it off, goes for a blind grab, tries to get it, but doesn't quite pull it through. Still ridiculous how good he's doing right now. Able to provide all that zoning. The shield from Oriana is also extremely helpful. He's able to tank those towers, provide all the zoning that his entire team needs. He's just going off and he grabs the red buff through just to piss the Corki off. You know that's what he is doing. At this point, yes, he knows what's going on, and now they're setting up for Baron. They know exactly when it spawns. Yes, and oh my gosh, that's so ridiculous. And this is the coordination of high ELO players. They know, they type out the times in chat, and they say, hey, we gotta do this, hey, we gotta do this. And that was a really fast Baron. The red team had no chance of taking that. They were nowhere in the vicinity of even coming close to that. Oh man, I feel really bad for the red team right now. They're still doing so good. For the position that they're in, they're doing an amazing job. Blue team has taken a Baron. I think, is this the third? Yes, this is the third Baron, I think. So the first one went onto the red team, which really helped out a lot. And then the second two's gone on to the blue team, which has really shoved the red team back. And it looks like Yi may be side pushing again. Yes, it looks like it's just going to keep side pushing again. He's one of the best split pushers in the game. He just attacks so fast, and he's getting pinged out now. I like that he's going to push, and I don't know what the blue team's going to do. It looks like it's just going to hang out Wow, the attack speed from the Xinjiao is just absolutely ridiculous when he pops that ability. So, the battle cry is doing really, really good job for Xinjiao. He's able to solo that dragon with absolutely no problems. 2 Guardian Angels now onto the blue team, as if the red team did not have trouble killing them already. I wasn't too sure about this Swain support, especially against a Corki. That never move is really there for to keep somebody in place, but Corki's able to have flash out of it or Valkyrie away from it. It's just not going to be the best of abilities. The same with the Rupture. The Rupture also has that little bit of delay in it. It might have been a tad bit of an oversight on the red team on those champion select, but you never really know. And a great grab again coming out on 2. Oh, and the never move now coming out from Swain, and the explosive cast being able to separate the team, doing a lot of damage. Wow. So Corki taking that tower. He's now at half, and a great grab onto the Swain. Swain goes down pretty much instantly, completely melted his face off. The Rupture now going down does miss, and this Blitzcrank. Shirley's Reverie coming out, tries to zone as many abilities as he can, avoids the Rupture, and now just going onto the Graves is Xinjiao, and the pick up with the grab from, oh my gosh, I think Gragas might go down from that, and Corki's taking a lot of damage from the tower, is able to pick it up, and finally the Omnam going off onto the Shaco, blowing his GA. But he still has another life, and that's what's scary about it. Another inhibitor going down for the blue team, and they're going to take down these Nexus towers. Blitzcrank missed the grab. I don't know why he missed that. Of all the grabs he missed, why miss the one where he's in spawn? Right? And, oh man, that was just phenomenal play, phenomenal play by the blue team, and oh man, that was just absolutely ridiculous. So, great job by the blue team being able to just do so much work. This was a great game. I don't really know how to explain it any other way. That was just absolutely interesting champions, very fun to watch. They made it extremely entertaining, and that's what I like about these high ELO players. They do take the game seriously, of course, but they also really like to have fun, and that's, I believe, the difference between like 2,000 ELO players and then 2,500 ELO players, is that the people that are around like 18 to 2,000 are trying to take the game a little bit too seriously and forgot the fun aspect of it. But yeah, again, just a wonderful game. Congratulations to the blue team, and GG to the red team. If you guys like my videos, make sure to press that like button. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. It really does help out a lot. And yeah, if you have any champions you want to see, any particular players you want to see, please just send me a PM on YouTube or Twitter. You can leave a comment with a request. I'll add you to the list. If you check the video descriptions of any of my videos, you'll see a link to an Excel spreadsheet that has a list of all the champions that have been requested and all the players that have been requested. So if you have any additions or want to see anybody specific, I try to follow the people that have the most requests, just so I can, of course, please more viewers. Because again, I do this for you guys. Of course, I do it for myself because I think it's incredibly fun. I really enjoy casting, and I just want to get better at it. So of course, I need your guys' help. I need you to tell me what I'm doing wrong or anything you guys like to see. I added the Baron timers, the Dragon timers, and even the counters at the top because I know that was something I like to see. If you guys have any suggestions whatsoever, even if it's minor, like it needs to be, something needs to be shifted to the left, or you'd rather have it on the left side of the screen, I don't know, anything, just let me know. I'll address the issue. I'll talk you through it, tell you my ideas behind it, and see if I can come up with a solution. If it's a good idea to change it, I will change it. It has absolutely no effect on me. Again, I'm just the caster. I control the camera. That's pretty much it. As far as the visual aspects go, if you guys want to see anything extra, you have to let me know, or else I'm not going to know what you guys want to see. So, yeah, again, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.